Life lights. What is going on? Good people. It is time for your WWE Royal Rumble 2018 review. We are back. DJ, Brandon, Casey, Justin. I didn't go in any type of order. I just randomly just threw those names out there randomly. But I'm definitely excited to talk about this show. I thought it was pretty good. 2 Rumbles will tire you out because I was tired after the first one. I was dead for freaking the tag team title match, the second tag team title match. And it hurt me a little bit, but let's jump into it. Casey, did you watch the pre-show at all? Did any of you watch the pre-show at all? I feel like Casey's the only one that maybe watched the pre-show at all.
Hell no, I didn't watch the pre-show.
I kind of watched the pre-show. Like,
what was on the pre-show?
Bobby Roode defended the U.S. title against Mojo Ali.
Because LOL, we hate the U.S. title.
And the what was the tag team match I said? It was
Gallows
Revival
versus Revival.
Yeah. So tell me how Gallows and Anderson weren't in the Rumble. Like it was funny because when Balor came out, they were like, "Yeah, what if the club are in this Rumble? What if the club?"
They forgot to put him in there. That's what they forgot to put him in.
How, Aleister Black wasn't in the Rumble.
Well, I was gonna say the Hurricane was more important, apparently.
Apparently,
I think the only NXT guys they had were Adam Cole and
Andrade Stand.
Or NXT champion Andrade. Give this man his respect.
You didn't even have the Velveteen Dream in there.
They should have had the Velveteen Dream in there. Give this man his respect.
I think you might get your wish next year. It's next year's Royal Rumble.
That's too long to wait. That's a whole year. Moving on.
Let's not jump too far ahead of that.
Let's jump into the full-fledged main show. We started off with AJ Styles going up against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Yeah, I was still settling down for this match. We just got done with the video. Also, I was going to get something to eat, so I didn't really sit down and watch this match at its full capacity, but what I did watch, I liked it. Apparently Kevin Owens is hurt, according to Brandon. So that's unfortunate because I want him to win the title forever and keep it forever. So, that was unfortunate, but definitely a good match. I like how AJ Styles got the win there at the end. And I was definitely surprised that they started the show with this match. I just, for whatever reason, just didn't expect it. They could have started with that crappy 2 out of 3 false.
They told it on the pre-show.
Did they?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of the pre-show that none of us watched.
I watched it, but I was doing some chores.
He does chores. You're such
I was I am such a chore.
I don't think that's what he was saying. But anyway,
I thought that's what he said.
I don't think that's...
You were a child.
Oh, a child. No, I was doing some stuff around the house. That's all I'm going to say.
You still get an allowance?
No. I have a job. I have my own apartment. No, I don't.
Just because you do the laundry and your parents tell you it's your job doesn't mean it's your job. It's just their choice.
Casey, thoughts on Styles versus Owens and Zayn?
I liked it. I love the mind games and the heel tactics between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I like when I think it was it Sami that AJ was keeping from his corner, so he just rolled out and rolled back in on the other side.
No, that was Kevin Owens. He rolled out and then
I like that spot. I still really love this new Sami Zayn heel. I know when he first turned, we were kind of wary about it because he's such a face, naturally, that we weren't sure how he would be as a heel. But I love it. And hashtag Sammy for champ. I don't care what championship, any of them, except for the light heavyweight title because that's dead and it's never going to
No. He should be the light heavyweight champion. Because then, I mean, that'll automatically make him relevant. But anyway, Justin, thoughts on the.
I thought this was a really good match. I thought everybody worked well in this match. I like that. I like when. I thought this was just a really good match. Like, I can't remember a whole lot. I can't remember a whole lot that happened in the match, but I know it was good.
Casey, I don't know. You probably don't know what I'm laughing at, but look at this man's logo on his picture, though. I'm just saying, look how old this thing is.
That is pretty old. I need to switch that.
What picture? I don't see nothing.
I'm talking about like his profile picture.
The old Instant Classic Wrestling. Yeah, that bro, we ain't used that in like forever.
You guys didn't know I've been using that?
I just happened to notice it. Like, plus you don't show up to anything, so how do we know?
That's true. That's true.
Hey, remember when your New Year's resolution was to show up for everything? Huh.
Anyway, back to a guy who's actually showed up to more stuff than Justin has this year. Brandon, thoughts on our first match of the night, which at this point was match of the night.
It was a good match. I liked it. AJ Styles is incapable of having a bad match, especially against two really good wrestlers in Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I really liked it. I thought the psychology of the 2-on-1 and AJ having to overcome the numbers, I think made a good story, and also the fact that AJ was able to outsmart both Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn made it fun. And I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I think AJ Styles is the best babyface in wrestling. That guy, he is just so good at getting the crowd on his side.
Now, see, I really necessarily classify him as a babyface.
He's a baby. He's about as big a babyface as you can. I know he's kind of cocky, and he talks about how SmackDown's the house AJ Styles built, but he's not talking out of his ass. He's telling the truth. He basically he makes
whoa, wait a minute now. AJ Styles did not build SmackDown at all. This man was not here for the majority of the time that it's been a thing.
He's at SmackDown Live. It hasn't been SmackDown Live for that long. Since he got there, it has become the really honestly, in my opinion, I think it's one of the better shows. I know it went through kind of a dry spell after last year's WrestleMania, but it really has been one of the best shows on WWE television. Really, honestly, Raw could just be such a drag. Literally.
Now, back to the thing about about AJ Styles being a face. Like, I wouldn't necessarily classify much heels of faces anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, I mean, did you hear? I mean, like, a lot of times when you go to these smarky cities, or
like Philadelphia, Chicago.
No. I'm gonna try to explain what I'm trying to tell you about AJ tonight. You know how you always have some smart asses in the crowd, like somebody goes,
Casey.
I'm saying let's go. Let's like
gender. Let's go gender, baby.
Yeah, you'll hear like five drunk guys and stuff like that. When they chanted AJ Styles, you heard no "Let's go Owens" or "Let's go Sammy" or anything like that. You just heard AJ Styles. Yeah, kind of like almost like the John Cena effect. Where people chant "Let's go Cena" and then the rest of the crowd sounds "Cena sucks" or something like that.
Yeah,
AJ Styles, when he got cheered tonight, it was just overwhelming AJ Styles chants, just showing how good he is. The fact that he is the WWE champion shows that the company has a lot of confidence in the guy. I mean, he's only been in the company now for 2 years. 2 years now. 2 years, like a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. The guy's won the WWE championship twice. He is more than likely going to headline one of probably the marquee matches at WrestleMania in New Orleans. And I hope so. I hope he will.
But out of anybody,
go ahead. I'm sorry, Casey.
I was just going to say, but out of anybody, he would kind of be the default person to make that kind of big, push in such a short amount of time. Because if you think about it, he basically was one of the main guys to help build TNA to what it was. Like he almost on his
And look what's happened to TNA since.
what?
Look what's happened to TNA since he left.
Yeah, but that's
But hold up now. Wait, hold up now. I gotta stick up for
Let's
TNA
get-
this one time.
I'm sorry.
But hold
Yeah,
up
we're
now,
TNA
because
fans.
no, wait, because in 2012 when it was their worst year ever, he was still
I
there.
thought that was a good year.
It was, but that's what fans would say. It was their worst year ever. He was still there.
But what I was saying is, from the beginning, like he was one of the main guys, if not the main guy, that basically built Impact to or TNA to what it was. So obviously, any company that would take him would skyrocket him. Look what New Japan did. New Japan pushed him right away. I mean,
Look how many people started watching New Japan after he went there. Just saying.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, him and Nakamura both were just lighting it up over in New Japan, and then AJ comes to WWE, and within 2 years he has several victories over guys like Cena and Orton and people you never would think that he would beat. He would have beaten a match, got 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Well, I mean, just unbelievable what he's been doing in this 2 years. He's done more than a lot of people have done in 20 years in WWE.
I would say he is the kind of the baby face, but the heel is definitely Kevin Owens. I feel like it's got to be Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens is the best heel. He is the best heel. He's so good at getting people to hate him.
Yeah. Now if they would turn Roman Reigns, obviously, but
yeah. Well, I was gonna say Roman didn't get any love at all tonight.
I mean,
Philadelphia hates him.
It was bad. It was bad.
A majority of cities hate him.
What's that?
I said a majority of cities hate Roman Reigns.
That's because the majority of cities don't see actual talent. Fact.
Well, no.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's the greatest, but he's pretty good. Now, a lot of people just hate him just because he's shoved down their throats. That's every push ever. Stop it.
Yeah, the reason why I hate Roman Reigns is because I just want to boo him because it's fun to boo him.
Well, the thing is, a lot of the pushes we've seen in the past, like Cena actually, his is interesting because Roman, really, it didn't feel like he even had, once he became a singles star, he was in the championship picture almost right away.
Mm-hmm.
Cena, he didn't get his first WWE championship match until 2005, 3.5 years after he debuted. I mean, it's just
well, but then again, we're supposed to put NXT as this pedestal too. Like we're supposed to. Now, don't get me wrong, NXT wasn't at the level that it is now, but still,
no.
The developmental aspect of it is supposed to play some sort of role in your push. But anyway, I don't want to get too much on this.
Yeah. We're still talking about that match. Yeah, but I have to say that was a very good opener. Was not the opener I was expecting. I honestly, tell you the truth, guys, I thought the show was going to open up with the Women's Royal Rumble.
I did too.
Or maybe Usos versus Benjamin and Gable. I just did not expect that to be the curtain jerker, to be the WWE Championship match. But it was a good way to get the crowd going.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the Usos and Benjamin and Gable in the worst 2 out of 3 falls match ever. No, not really. But this was a 2 out of 3 falls match.
It was an anti-club match.
And I thought it's pretty good. I thought it's pretty good as far as the match is concerned. I was just really surprised that the Usos won in back-to-back falls. Like that really surprised me. I thought it was good. I like that. It felt like Gable and Benjamin had found themselves in control at times, but for whatever reason, just could never get a fall. Which I was just really surprised by. That was supposed to be the big thing about this match, and then to lose in back-to-back falls, it kind of makes Gable and Benjamin feel like I actually feel about them, which is irrelevant. So, Casey, thoughts on the tag team title match where Gable and Benjamin were welcomed to the Uso Penitentiary? Chase?
I hate you so much. Just so.
Chasey.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. There we go. I liked it. I actually tried to enjoy it for what it was. Obviously, we weren't looking forward to either of the tag team matches, really. But part of me kind of wanted Gable and Benjamin to win, just because it would be something different.
Because you hate the Usos. That's all that is. Like, stop it. You just you. I mean, it can be a stick and a brick. How did he do that? How did he do that, Casey? Anyway.
Wait, what? No, you're not allowed to. Shut up. How did he? How? We have an opinion. How do you not? How does Google Plus broken? Google Plus just broken. Yeah, I do not hate the Usos. I've said many times that they smell really good.
That does not constitute as liking someone.
But I didn't like the back-to-back falls. It was stupid, and like you said, it made Gable and Benjamin just seem even more useless than they're being booked. And it's, what's the point? What is the payoff? What are they going to eventually do with
nothing? They're gonna break them up before they win the title.
Gable or Benjamin, whether they keep them together or break them up. What is the end game with them? What?
There is none.
Well, I was going to say, you know what the answer is, don't you?
It's like the logic in this is like an NBA team or an NFL team signing somebody specifically to have them just sit on the bench all the time and not do anything. There's no point.
I mean, that's a good analogy, because the thing is, I mean, the Usos are really, really good. But honestly, I mean, let's be honest. Let's be real. There's really nobody for them to feud with on SmackDown tag team division.
There's the Ascension, dang it.
I mean, come on. I mean,
Breezango.
Ascension, Breezango.
I mean, okay, Brandon. There's tag teams. There's just not any tag teams they actually want to push.
No, I'm talking about on SmackDown, not on Raw. Raw.
Bring AOP up, please. Bring AOP up.
Bring AOP up so all the main roster fans can be like, "Oh God, they're big guys. We don't like them." Yeah.
Hey, well, the crowd likes Braun Strowman, so I mean,
that's just because he feuded with Roman. Roman elevated Braun.
You can't bring them up until they have their feud with War Machine. I'm not allowing it. I will physically go there and tell them that they can't go.
Justin, do you have any thoughts on the tag team match, which was 2 out of 3 falls, where the Usos won 2 falls to 0?
Did you say Justin?
Justino.
It's Justino. That's what everybody calls me.
Okay, Justine.
No. Shut up. No. Shut up. I'm not from the challenge.
All right, Justine.
No.
Juiced.
Juiced. Okay, I thought this match could have been better. Like, I mean, it was really fast-paced action, but I just thought from Gable and I bounced at Jordan. Jesus. They should never split the guys up. No. But I just thought this match could have been longer. Like, and I thought this would have been like how a normal 2 out of 3 matches would go. 2 out of 3 falls would go. Like, one person would get a fall in the next team, and then, it would get to 3 falls. But I'm just surprised that...
That's how it works.
Yep. But, yeah, I mean, Usos won. I'm happy. They're over as hell. But...
And that's only because of the Uso
penitentiary, baby.
That's that day one-ish.
Did you just say baby?
Yeah.
It's baby. What are you doing? It's baby. Always.
Baby.
What's wrong with you? You're not supposed to be like Kofi. You're supposed to be like Adam Cole.
Brandon, thoughts on the 2 out of 3 falls match?
Well, you know,
which
I have
only
to,
took 2 falls.
yeah, it
to
only
win.
took 2 falls. I have to give WWE points for not doing the predictable route of having the heels win the first fall, the babyface winning the second fall, and then the babyface getting a hard fought third fall. I have to say I give them points for actually having 2 consecutive falls. That being said, I wasn't a fan, especially the fact that the second fall was so quick after that first fall.
Mm-hmm.
And the first fall took forever. It felt like forever to happen. It was, I mean, really a lot of fast paced action to start the match. It was really good. I enjoyed from the beginning of the match until that first fall happened. It was really good. But then when they got to the second fall, then he just got him with a roll up. And that's, I
And
just, I feel like
the only way to win, guys. Just a rope.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, that's the WWE. You know, they love roll ups. And they're not talking about fruit roll ups. Talking about
those fruit roll-ups, especially you get that rainbow kind.
Well, I was gonna say. Well, apparently, you know, Kane wears a fruit roll-up mask now, but
I hate that mask so much.
It looks terrible, and we'll definitely talk about that more when we get to the championship match, the Universal Title match. But yeah, this match was. I mean, it was good, especially that first fall. Second fall, I just felt like was just so quick and so anticlimactic. It just. It could have been more. It could have been more, but I love the first fall. Second fall sucked. But yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good. But honestly, out of the 2 tag team championship matches tonight, that was the best one. Because that Raw tag team match was just straight up butt cheeks.
It was there. it was.
Yeah,
it
was in the death spot too. And,
yeah,
but like I said, yeah, I mean, the right team won. That's the only thing I can say. The right team won. Usos retained the belts. How long have they had the belts now, guys? Since SummerSlam?
They have had the belts since the Uso Penitentiary opened up.
Yep. So yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, they've had the belts for a while. Maybe they might actually get a match at WrestleMania this year.
It would be about doggone time. Maybe they'll actually defend all the titles on the main card of WrestleMania.
Shock! I know when you have a 8-hour show on your own freaking network. I mean, you would think that they'd be able to put tag team.
Justin, you all right, bro?
I was hitting my head. I was hitting my forehead there.
That hard? Really? Like, bro. Help this man. Somebody help this man, please. Please. Anyway, we're going to move on because Justin is... Okay, men's Royal Rumble match, which I was surprised that was in this spot too. I saw the video package. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, right now? Wait, huh? So I was excited. I like that Balor started the match. Balor and Rusev started the match. Because it's Rusev Day, and if you don't start the match with Rusev, then I mean, who are you gonna start it with? It's Rusev Day, guys.
I mean, did he start the match in 2016? I'm pretty sure he did.
Who? Rusev? I think so.
Rusev,
well, obviously not Balor because it was his first Rumble.
Oh yeah. This is Balor's first. Yeah, because he was injured at this time last year. But yeah, I don't remember. I probably could go back and tell you. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure he did because I know that Roman started.
I can do a little research.
While you are researching, I'm gonna continue. Yeah, I was just about to say that Corbin is a monster at Rumbles, and then he got eliminated like immediately after, and I cried a little bit.
Yeah, my final 4 pick was way off on him.
Were we researching?
Rusev. We're researching the origins of Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
But anyway, I was so hyped for seeing. I was so hyped. This dude is my boy. I love this man so much. And I was freaking cracking up every time Rusev got back on the apron and then got knocked back down. It was hilarious. The fans' reaction to it was great. Also, speaking of the fans, I love them. Brandon?
I was going to say, yeah, Rusev actually was at number 2 at the Royal Rumble 2016.
Makes sense.
He was at number 2 with Roman Reigns. But yeah, every time Rusev even appeared to get in the ring. The crowd start cheering, and then when they got knocked down, they start booing. It was great.
Right. And I love the crowd in this match. They didn't do it as much in the women's match or at all in the women's match, but they would even do the at the end of the countdown. I was cracking up.
That was really good.
Freaking Poe Heath Slater. Come on. No.
Heath Slater, he just got wiped out.
That man got knocked down by everybody. But you know what? At least he got some pancakes, though. I'm just saying. At least he got his dinner. He
got them Flappy Jacks.
Right.
He's a job.
And then when Dillinger was supposed to, right, when Dillinger was supposed to enter at 10, and then Zayn and Owens take him out, and Zayn enters himself. I think Dillinger won this match. I'm just saying he never got.
He never was eliminated. It's just like Curtis Axel a couple of years ago.
Yep. So Axel Mania. Well, Axel did eventually get eliminated. So I think it's a Dillinger Mania, Perfect 10 Mania. And then I love freaking Slater eliminating Sheamus. That was hilarious. I think he beat the record.
Good. That was. I think he either beat it or matched it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he beat Santino's record.
It was pretty close.
Was like less than 2 seconds, right?
It was like 1 second.
Santino's was 1 second.
Yeah, but I mean, Sheamus was out about like just as quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because Sheamus pretty much pulled a Warlord, where basically he stepped over the ropes and then he got eliminated. I mean, I think
it was like 2 seconds or 3 seconds. It was around there.
Yeah, because the original record was by the Warlord in 1989, where he stepped over the ropes and Hogan hit him with the clothesline and knocked him out in 2 seconds. Then Santino broke it.
Yeah,
Santino broke it, and then I think Sheamus might have actually tied it.
I think he did too.
Yeah, and then they'll talk about it some more.
Yeah, they will. They will eventually. The Cesaro elimination was epic. That was awesome.
I knew when that happened that Sheamus and Cesaro were going to win the tag.
Yeah.
Right. And then you had Kofi being Kofi in the Rumble with that save on Xavier's chest, and then the pancakes. I thought that was funny.
The pancakes was really funny.
I thought that was funny.
I wanted to eat those pancakes. I go like, man, this pancakes are good. And I go like, wait, that was it on the. Like they just ruined the pancakes with being on the bottom of his soul.
I mean, and that's the thing though. Like them ain't right. Them ain't them like them frozen pancakes neither. Them like made from scratch pancakes. They need to chill out.
I was gonna say those made from scratch pancakes are the best too.
Right, but. Then Adam Cole, baby, I missed his entrance because I had to go take Raven out and she didn't want to poop. I was mad. I was like, watch, I'm gonna go take my dog out to poop, and I bet you she gonna wait out here forever in the rain, and I'm gonna miss all the good people. I bet you. And I missed Adam Cole. I was so mad. I missed the Hurricane too. I missed his entrance and his elimination. I was so mad. But anyway,
who did eliminate Adam Cole? I forgot.
I don't remember right offhand. Yeah, I don't remember right offhand either.
I don't research that.
Yeah, go get the statistics, bro. And then we got Rey Mysterio coming out. I was so hyped, bro. I was like, Rey, baby, he gonna win. This is good lucha thing. So why don't we get Kalisto? We need the good lucha things battle. The good lucha things battle.
He was on the pre-show.
I was gonna say that Ray looked pretty good.
Right, he did. I mean, it's not like he hasn't quit wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, he looked good. The last time I saw him in WWE, he looked. He looks a lot better now.
Yeah,
he's looking good, and I actually think he had a pretty good little showing too.
Yeah, and then Roman taking out Rollins was hilarious. I laughed a lot at that, and I love Rollins, but that was funny. Rip Shinsuke from that RKO. I mean, he spiked that man, that poor man's head. Like he did, even though he won, but he did. Bruh, did y'all see John Cena during the double 619? Like they was having a whole conversation. They was having a whole conversation, John.
I was gonna say Cena's really bad about that. I don't know if you guys watch Botchamania, but on YouTube, but one of their segments that they do on Botchamania is Cena talks too much, and you actually can hear him calling spots out.
Yeah, I've heard him call spots out, but I don't hear as much as Casey hears it. I think Casey hears every spot. He can be like not even in a match, and he was like, "Did you hear Cena call that spot?" Like Casey always hears the spots. I don't really hear him as much.
I was gonna say he was basically having a conversation with Roman.
Right, he was just a talking away. I'm like, bro, chill out. Like, come on, Cena.
I was like, Cena. Despite what you say, we can see you.
Right. Yeah.
That part was like any other time in a match, you can kind of get away with it, but you're literally on the ropes facing the fan.
Camera side. On camera side.
And then you that.
He was facing the camera. He's
Like-
facing the freaking camera. The camera's right in his freaking face.
I know, right? Like,
Camera-
Cena, you should know by now that you don't do that. Like, you're a veteran in this business.
Oh,
yeah.
here we
See,
go with the
you have worked in Vince McMahon's company for 16 years, and you apparently forgot that the hard camera was facing you.
It's funny.
Anyway, moving on. If Shinsuke would have lost off that triangle choke, I would have laughed my butt off because that was just stupid. That was the dumbest thing I had seen in my life.
I know. I was like, what is he? I was like, what is he trying to do here?
Right? I was like, if he falls, I'm gonna laugh. And then I don't know. Did y'all see Roman catch that man in the neck with his spear? Like,
yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
That looked pretty rough.
And then freaking was it the women's Royal Rumble where freaking there was another one like just like that?
Yeah, it was. Freak, who was it?
I probably wrote it down, but like, who was it?
Jackson did.
No, it wasn't Nia Jax. It was somebody who does a spear all the time. I just don't remember who it was. I got it down. I'll look at it in a minute, or somebody will catch it. And then Shinsuke winning off of the King Sasha. That's what I'm calling it from now on. And he's gonna challenge AJ Styles.
I mean, they said the King is born. You know, in the video package, they said a King will be born, and King Sasha.
Yeah, you know, King Sasha. That's why I thought Sasha Banks was gonna win. You know, that's why I was trying to agree with Justin a little bit that Sasha Banks was gonna win because we got the King, and then we got Sasha. You know what I'm saying? So
Queen Sasha.
I mean, and then when they said a King was born, did anybody else think of Neville? I was like, Neville gonna win this. Neville coming back. He gonna win.
the King of the Cruiserweights.
The King of the Royal Rumble.
But anyway,
I'm cruiserweight.
Well, I was gonna say his enemy's gone now, so he can probably come back whenever he wants to.
True.
So, you know,
back to the King.
Enzo. Yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, he should be back. It's a shame. It's a shame,
right?
But
oh man,
Brandon, go ahead and give your thoughts on the men's Royal Rumble match. That tied.
Well, yeah. The crowd pretty much they. That's a poor choice of words, but they pretty much blew their load after that match. That match pretty much just wiped the crowd out and really didn't come back into the show until almost at the end of the triple threat match, the Universal Championship match. But especially that tag match was just you could have heard Tumbleweed go through there. It was very, very silent. But no, this match was great. Honestly, I felt like the ending with Nakamura eliminating Reigns felt like a apology from WWE to Philadelphia for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years ago. They're like, yeah, sorry guys, here you go. Reigns gets eliminated for the second consecutive year to lose the Royal Rumble. He looks like he's going to win.
Finally, they're listening to us.
Am I wrong for saying I wouldn't have been mad if Roman won?
Oh, you're full of crap.
I'm serious though. Like I don't hate Roman as much as everybody.
No, you're full of crap.
I actually love that man like tremendously.
Man, his mama and his daddy were pulling for Nakamura.
Not that I wasn't pulling for Nakamura.
No, I'm saying that Roman's mama and daddy was pulling for Nakamura. They're like,
The Rock is pouring for Nakamura.
Yeah, I know.
Vince, let's be honest, guys. Vince was pulling for Nakamura at this point.
I know. I don't know. Vince is like, "What's that Yoji Nintendo doing out there?" He
Oh
says,
my
"What's
God.
Funaki doing out there?"
What's Yoshi Tatsu doing back?
But I was so happy. Nakamura looked like a star. Nakamura looked like a complete star. It was great, and I'm glad. And everybody knew it was coming, but it was cool to when Renee asked who have you picked to face at the WrestleMania, and he said AJ Styles, and the crowd went crazy. I kind of was like, man, I'll tell you, a Shinsuke versus Brock would be pretty freaking sweet. But Shinsuke versus AJ should be awesome at WrestleMania.
Now you see, I don't think that match is going to live up to the Wrestle Kingdom match.
Well, the thing is, if they get enough time, I think
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Now you see, Justin, shut up.
I'll tell you.
Well, you got a 5 freaking hour WrestleMania. I think they'll have enough time.
That's not the point. I think they will get enough time in that match, but it's just that their movesets are watered down. From New Japan, they have more variety to do. And you see, when they come to WWE, they have to water down their movesets a little bit.
But it's
on what they could do.
Shinsuke Nakamura,
it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
It's going to be good, but I don't think it can live up to their match they did at Wrestle Kingdom. But,
well, the thing is, honestly, I and pardon my French, I don't give a shit if they live up to their Wrestle Kingdom match, as long as it's a good enough match to take the pain away from having to watch Roman versus Brock in the main event.
That's going to be my match of the night. I don't care what anybody says. Screw you guys.
Roman versus Brock. We've already seen it.
Screw you guys.
And then Carmella comes and cashes him, right?
Yes.
We get Carmella as the Universal Champion to end WrestleMania 34.
And then next year we have to do the same thing. We have to have Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 35. And
are you done? Are you done? Are you done?
Who? No, I was going to.
I am done.
Well, I was going to say I would talk a little bit more about some of the things that happened during the Royal Rumble. I have to say that I was very happy that Finn went a long, long ways in this Royal Rumble. Long ways. How long did he last? 40, almost like 50 minutes?
I think
he lasted a long time. Long time. And I don't know about you. I feel like the intervals between the participants was very short.
Yeah, that was one point where it was really long though.
It was like the beginning, like the first.
Yeah, 15. When the ring got really full, and it kind of felt like you were playing one of the WWE games where they just stopped bringing people out. That's how I felt.
Yeah, because they can only hold 6 people in the ring. On the games.
Yeah, but it was weird because it some of the intervals were so short. It's like some of them seemed like it was like 45 seconds. And then the next one you have, it's almost like 2.5 minutes. It's just really weird.
I don't know how they come up with they say, every minute a new superstar comes out. It's not every minute. I don't know where they come up with this at.
Yeah. They say every minute, every minute and a half, every 2 hours, or 2 hours, 2 minutes.
2 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say it felt like 2 hours at times, but no. This match honestly was one of the best Royal Rumble matches they've had in a long time. That actually was one of my favorite ones. Not just because of who won, it's just because I just liked the way the match flowed. What's that?
Yeah.
I said the match flew. The flow was really good. I like the final 3 being Cena, Reigns, and Nakamura. I did say that I thought Reigns and Nakamura were going to be in that final 4, but I also said Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman were going to be in that final 4 as well. And Strowman wasn't even in the match, and Corbin got eliminated very early. Yeah, I like DJ said, Corbin looked like he was going to have a good night, then whoop, gets eliminated. That was surprising. That was very surprising. I laughed at seeing Hurricane again. That's the first time we've seen Hurricane in WWE in a while. Who's some others kind of surprises this week? Do we have any other surprises?
CN, baby. I was so hyped.
Yeah.
Adam
I was
Cole,
gonna say,
baby.
Dolph Ziggler. Dolph
well,
Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler was pretty surprising.
I was gonna say nobody cares about Ziggler. Ziggler got eliminated.
I love Ziggler. You shut your mouth.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, when he came in, I mean, it was like, I think people were maybe expecting maybe a bigger surprise at number 30.
I thought it was gonna be Batista. I thought it was gonna be Batista there for me. I don't know why.
That would have been an ultimate apology. Have Batista get eliminated by Nakamura.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was gonna be Batista because like there's some like I heard rumors that Batista was gonna be coming back here, but
Well, I was going to say Batista's going to be pretty busy probably the next couple months since the Avengers movie's coming out in May.
Oh, so true.
He's going to be very busy the next year or so because he's got those two Avenger movies coming out, and he's got another Guardians movie coming out. But I like some of the entrants. I was a little like Goldust. I was like, really?
29
like
Goldust.
It should have been Dustin Rhodes.
Oh no! No! It should have been Black Rain.
Yes.
Should have been Black Rain.
Insert goat emojis here.
Yeah, have him come out with his rat. But no, like everything, like that final sequence with Reigns and Cena. It's so funny when Reigns and Cena fought. When they kind of faced off against each other, the crowd was chanting, "You both suck."
You both suck. That's funny. Yeah, I laughed at that.
You both suck. And then when they punched each other, they booed. They started doing the boo yay. They did boo boo. That was really funny. And the crowd really, honestly, I thought did a really good. They made that match really a lot of fun.
Yeah, because they sucked in the freaking women's match, but we'll get to that, Justin.
I mean, let's get real. I mean, they were there from 5 o'clock until after 11 o'clock. That's a long
that's true, but you were prepared for it if you're a fan that bought a ticket to that show.
Yeah. You hear that? You're prepared if you had bought a ticket to that show.
Yeah,
6.5 hour freaking show.
I mean, it's not. You bought the ticket. It's your fault. If you didn't want a 6.5 hour show, you should have went to Takeover. I'm just saying.
Well. The thing is, they probably could have spaced the show out a little better, where they didn't have the Royal Rumble, the men's Royal Rumble match being in the middle of the card.
Yeah, because it definitely tired me out.
I understand how they booked it because like seeing like the end of the show, I understand how they booked it now. But like. If I go back and watch it, like if I was watching it live now, like say it was live now, I wouldn't understand like why they would be doing it that way.
I mean, but it's not like they could have did that in the middle. They could have switched the Royal Rumble matches and it wouldn't have made a difference.
I mean, honestly, I don't understand why they just didn't bookend the Royal Rumble matches. Have the women's Royal Rumble open the show, and have the men's Royal Rumble close
the show.
You know, I think they messed the whole idea up. They should have did a 60 man-woman Royal Rumble. And just did them all at the same time.
Yeah, just do it all at the same time.
Hey, there's gonna be two winners. There's gonna be two winners.
Oh God, we're gonna have World War III, where they're gonna have the three.
No,
rings.
You have the Velveteen Dream and Orlando Jordan win. There you go.
Oh God. I was hoping. I was kind of sort of hoping to see a Santina run in for the Royal Rumble.
All the female wrestling fans would have been just livid. They would have just died. All the like feminist wrestling fans, they would have been like, "Nope, can't do it." Stop! Just stop the whole show. Just paused it and walked away.
No, but I mean, he probably, I'm sorry, she would have been eliminated very quickly anyway. But I don't even think he can even take bumps anymore with his neck. But yeah, like I said, I enjoyed this match a lot. It was a lot of fun. Who was the fourth in the final four? It was Balor, right?
Yeah, it was Balor.
Yeah, because I was going to say that was really cool. And this is one thing I wanted to mention. When we got to the final 6, did you notice how they kind of teed off where it was Balor, Nakamura, and I forget who the other person is,
Roman.
Roman versus
Cena,
Cena, Orton, and Mysterio. I was like,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I actually like
Yeah,
New
that was
generation versus old generation.
Yeah, he had the ruthless aggression era versus this new era, new NXT era. So I really enjoyed that. That was really cool. That was probably one of the coolest spots in that entire Marvel match. But I was very, very pleased. I'm glad Nakamura won. I'm glad he's going to challenge AJ for the belt at WrestleMania. It should be a hell of a match. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Justin, did you give your thoughts, or should I move on to Casey?
I haven't given my thoughts,
Would you?
but yeah, I'll get my thoughts here pretty short.
Sleep good.
I thought this was a
3 hours long.
hey, shut up. I'm just gonna sum it up really here. I thought this was a really good Rumble match. I mean, it was a lot better than last year's match. Like, I felt like we had a lot more surprises in this series. I mean, last year, surprises. I mean, this year we had Mysterio and Hurricane, and I was hoping we would have EC3, but we didn't.
You mean
I'm
EC
surprised they didn't
space
get Bobby
3,
Lashley.
right? You mean EC Space 3?
Yeah,
Yeah, Space 3. Yeah, that's right.
But I'm happy we saw Adam Cole, baby. I'm happy we saw that, and I was hoping we would have had Selena Vega in the match. Andrade and Elmas came out, but no.
I thought she was going to be in the women's, to be honest.
I kind of did too. I think they probably could have put her in there if they wanted to.
That'd be great.
Instead of having Vicky Guerrero.
That would have been best for business. I don't know why I said that. But I like the stuff what they did with Heath Slater. That was hilarious. I was just laughing my ass off doing that. And that was just so funny. Just getting beat down by everybody. I mean, he's a jobber of the Royal Rumble. I mean, he is.
He's kind of like the Justin of the Royal Rumble.
Hey, shut up. Also, I love the Kofi Kingston spot. Like, I was wondering what they were actually going to do this year, because they pretty much did everything, but what they could do with Kofi Kingston. But every single year, they do. I wouldn't have came up with that, with the pancake spot.
The pancake thing was great. That was really funny.
The pancake spot was amazing. I love that. And I mean, love Rusev. I like how they booked this matches here. This was really good.
I
really
have to say,
enjoyed it.
there's one thing I don't understand. Why are they booking Rusev as a heel?
He's over as hell. I mean, he is so over. Give that man a push.
He is so freaking he is.
I've been saying that since he debuted.
Same. I've been saying I love him. I love him forever.
Yeah, because I've told you guys that my least favorite stereotype in wrestling is the foreign heel. It just doesn't work anymore. It's not like it used to be in the 80s where you have the Cold War.
Like the USA versus the I hate that.
Yeah, the USA versus some other country, and I'm like, well, and I just
USA. I hate that so much.
It's just so funny because when Rusev when I've heard him talk, he barely has an accent. He seems like he's especially whenever I've seen stuff with him and Lana, they just seem like the most down to earth, fun people I've ever seen.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Casey, you look like you're chomping at the bit to give your thoughts on this match. Thoughts on the men's Royal Rumble match?
It was a real quick thoughts there, Justin. It was real quick. It totally wasn't like 20 minutes.
It wasn't 20 minutes though.
It was pretty long. It was pretty long. I liked it. I took all the thoughts that I had because y'all talk too much. And then it gets to my turn. I'm the last, and I'm like, yeah, what they said. But no, I love the Kofi Kingston save. What are they even gonna do next year? Like, what could he possibly?
We say that every year.
Yeah, they never run out of stuff to do.
He's gonna use the Jack Gallagher umbrella. They should still use that. I would see that.
There's really no way he can do that though. Like it's not like it's gonna make him float.
Yeah, that's not how gravity works, Justin.
I mean, they could do something. They're gonna figure out something to do. Just wait.
That's not how gravity works. I was hyped for Hurricane. I was real hyped. You know, he's gonna be the GM for the cruiserweight. He's gonna. Rey Mysterio was awesome. He looks good. He actually looks. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he looks thinner than even when he was in Lucha Underground. Like,
oh, he looked really thin, like really, not like dangerously thin. He actually looked really cut, and lean, and he looked good. He looked good. And honestly, the fact the guy's knees are pretty much made of like chewing gum and rubber bands now. He's moved really well.
Yeah. Mr. Raj saving the Miz was awesome. I definitely like that spot. Was I the only one who said, who wants to get eliminated with Elias when he was eliminated? I'm just saying.
I enjoyed him coming down. That's one thing I really enjoyed, him coming down to the ring and basically like kicking Heath Slater while he's strumming his guitar. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, can I have something?
Oh God.
This is I thought that was funny. He goes like, I'm pausing. I thought that was funny how he said he's pausing the like clock until he gets done with his performance, and then now it's like, well, guess the clock's not paused. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that.
But by the way, were you guys surprised he didn't make any kind of crack about the Eagles at all when he did his full performance? I thought for sure he was going to say something.
Well,
like
he made the Rocky joke, so
he made a Rocky joke. I was shocked that they didn't make an Eagles joke to get cheap heat.
He didn't say anything about the Eagles because those fans would legit have just jumped the guardrail and killed him. Like, have you seen Eagles fans? They are frightening people.
The Philadelphia sports fans are just frightening.
They'll be real happy when they lose the Super Bowl.
When the Patriots beat them next week.
Anyway, I did cry a little bit when Finn eliminated Ray. I was like, no, even though Finn was my pick, I was still like, no, don't do that. Why?
I was gonna say I was happy if Finn was the Iron Man of this Royal Rumble.
But technically, this match is technically still going on because Dillinger was never eliminated, and I think Elias's guitar is technically a participant. Eliminated. So
I'm surprised that wasn't used at all.
No, nobody used it to smash. I thought it was
a pretty nice guitar, though. Like,
yeah, it was. I thought for sure they were going to use it to smash it over somebody's head or something.
And finally, the Finns get the wins, and the Shins gets the wins.
The Shins get the wins.
Done. Moving on. Since the first match of this is really terrible, I'm gonna put this I'm gonna put these two matches together, just so we don't drag this out too long.
Talk about the Colonel Rumble though.
True. Colonel Rumble match of the night, match of the year. Let's be honest, guys. Ric Flair won. You know, it ain't fair to Flair, baby. But first we had the Bar versus Rollins and Jordan. Was Jason Jordan in this match?
It was pretty much.
I know he was there. Like, I know he was there, but like, was he really in this match though? Like, was he the manager? Like, I felt like he was like the hurt manager because like that's about all he did.
This wasn't their handicap match.
True.
What happened to him? Because I honestly, tell you the truth, I went and took a break after the Royal Rumble match ended, and I went and got me something to eat.
He got ran into the. He got ran into the post, and then that killed him for the rest of the match.
Because then I put it back on there, and all of a sudden I see Rollins by himself fighting Cesaro and Sheamus, and I was like, "What in the hell?" And then I see a homeboy on the ground holding his head. I was like, "Oh, apparently he got hit in the head."
Yeah, and I mean, I like Jason Jordan. I really do. Like, I love his confidence. I think he can be good, but they are doing absolutely nothing with him. He's a nerd, but I think that nerdy character would be really good if it use it instead of being stupid. Anyway, I I love when Jordan finally got back into the ring and he was dazed and he just ties himself back out and goes and sits on the steps.
That
Bruh.
was actually really good. That was
I
really
was
good.
done. I was so done.
That was good.
But yeah, the Bar are victorious in this match. I'm gonna talk about Strowman versus Kane versus Lesnar as well, because I know we probably have a lot of thoughts on the Women's Royal Rumble, so I just feel like it'll be fitting. I love Strowman punching the chair into Lesnar's face. That was awesome. And I think,
by the way, that shot that that Lesnar gave Strowman was pretty stiff.
yeah, it was stiff, no, crisp, no botching. Then we had, I love Strowman winning the Rumble. He won in the final three. This was the final three of the Rumble. He won it. He tossed them both over the top rope, and he won. So, like I said, I predicted Strowman was going to win in my fantasy Rumble, so he did. I felt like this match needed weapons, especially kind of still being in that following spot after the men's Royal Rumble. Like to get you back going, like you kind of needed some weapons and some tables and some crazy stuff and help from the fans in this one. That table wasn't going down though. Like that one the table he did the F5 on. Like,
Botchamania.
Yeah, that table just
strong,
barely broke.
Yeah, right. And
who was under that table?
Hold up. Oh God. When was I the only one that when the table got put on top of Strowman thought about Strowman under the table?
Yeah, I thought about that also. Yeah, that was in my.
Oh my God. Lesnar ended up winning this match, of course. Who thought anything different? I mean, I thought Kanye was gonna come in and do his thing. I mean, I don't know why they just didn't have Glenn Jacobs come out there. Like I felt like he was gonna come out there in the suit and he was gonna win the match, but he was robbed.
Corporate Kane.
You thought you thought it was just gonna be corporate. No, he could have came out as Isaac Yankum.
True. That's who should have been in the Rumble. But anyway, good match though. It was a good match. Kind of got you going again. I felt like after that Brawl and Jordan. Anyway, I'm gonna go Casey first. Casey, thoughts on the Brawl versus Jordan and Rollins, and the Universal Championship match of the world and football.
I think I should always be first because y'all talk too much. I'm just saying, y'all talk too much.
Well, I did cover two matches in one right there though.
Yeah, but I didn't really watch the tag team match because I didn't care. I didn't.
You missed a treat.
I didn't. It's Kurt Angle's illegitimate son versus the Bar.
It could be worse. It could be Hornswoggle.
I would rather Hornswoggle.
I mean, that's Swoggle's Spud match, though. That's Swoggle's Spud match, though.
Yeah,
that's Swoggle's Spud match.
The Universal title match, I mean, for what it was good. But like you said, we predicted who was going to win. We predicted down to the finish what was going to happen. Kane ate the pin, so that Braun still looks strong. Like,
that poor Kane, man. I mean, this man come out here running for office and stuff, and they don't even respect that man. They don't respect his name, man.
You know what? He was injured in this match. I think he need to call Park. Get him a good lawyer. Get him a good lawyer. Park. I think, and I can give him the number. I got the number. I called it that one time. Remember that one time? Yeah. But yeah, it was. For what it was okay. I think at this point we were all just waiting for the Women's Royal Rumble, which I personally like that it ended the show. I like that it main evented. I think it makes it feel that much bigger for the first ever Women's Royal Rumble.
First ever, maybe like put it on another show or something because 2 Rumbles in one night. Anyway, Justin, thoughts on that?
I didn't really catch much of the tag team match because I went to go get me something to eat.
How dare you?
You should have got you something to eat at 5 o'clock and watched the whole thing.
But I did catch the ending of the match, which I'm happy that the Bar did win the titles though. That was good. We are.
Sucks.
Wait. What? What'd you say? The bar doesn't suck. What you talking about? I love
Cesaro is amazing. You shut your mouth.
Cesaro. See, in that Royal Rumble match, when I saw that, Sheamus and Cesaro got eliminated, when I saw Cesaro get eliminated by, was it Seth Rollins?
Fire pants? Yeah.
Yeah, Seth Rollins. I knew that Cesaro and Sheamus were going to be winning the titles. I mean, it just came to my like they're winning. But about the triple threat match, that match was brutal as hell. Like I thought we would see so many German suplexes, but unfortunately we didn't, which was sad. But I love that table spot where it didn't break. I mean, that table spot was amazing. But I mean, I wish we could have saw the ring break. That would have been awesome to see that, But we didn't see the ring break. They reinforced that.
Justin, because this is about your boy. What, like, they don't even incorporate the burn it down thing into his character at all. So why is that a thing?
I actually do not know why that's a thing. Maybe
I like it in his music, but
burn it. I don't understand.
Oh well, hey, he has fire pants now.
Yeah, that's what DJ said.
He just has fire pants. That's basically all he has now.
I don't understand why they incorporated burn it down maybe because of the WWE 2K18 thing.
No, I know why they incorporated it, but they don't actually incorporate it. I understand the fact of the WWE 2K18, but they don't actually incorporate it at all.
Because it's gonna burn the whole company down. I don't know. Well, if that'd be a more Hill gimmick, I don't understand that. I don't understand. That's puzzling. But back onto the triple threat match. I mean, it wasn't no surprise that Brock Lesnar retained. I mean, we already know he's gonna be facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, so why not? Let's just get over with, right? Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Y'all guys are so anti-Roman. Good Lord, Brandon, thoughts on the match?
Well, I mean, I'll go ahead and admit I missed a first couple minutes of the tag team match because I went and, like I said, that's the reason why I missed what happened with Jordan. But I like they said they're sowing those seeds of doubt in Jason Jordan, even though we all know it's coming. Of his heel turn, which probably either going to come tomorrow night or maybe in the weeks coming or weeks leading up to WrestleMania. I didn't realize WrestleMania actually isn't until April 8th, so it's actually later this year. But yeah, so that match is what it was. Sheamus and Cesaro get the belts back. I can't believe that's the fourth time they have won those belts, and they've only been a team for probably 16 months, maybe. A little over a year, and they've had the belts that long now. That's unreal. That's unbelievable. 4 times. WWE, they throw those belts around like hot potatoes. And the Universal match wasn't too impressed. I really wasn't expecting much out of it. Kane is basically almost like a channel changer to me, even though I couldn't really change the channel to this on this pay-per-view. He's just sad seeing him now. He's 50 years old. Guy shouldn't be wrestling anymore. He's running for mayor. I wish he'd just win the mayor's election, go away. We never have to see him again because he's dull. Kane and Big Show basically are on my go away heat level. Him and Kane, Big Show, and Stephanie McMahon. I have. Stephanie McMahon, they pretty much are my go away heat people. But what's that? What did you say?
Justin said yes, I have, and I was like, you have what?
No. Yeah. So this match was, but really the crowd didn't really start reacting again until they start pulling out tables. So they start pulling out tables. That's when you actually heard the crowd actually seem like they kind of woke up from the slumber because that tag match was about as that's the definition of heatless, and that was just a dead spot. I felt bad for Sheamus, Cesaro, Jordan, and Rollins. I felt like they got put in a bad situation. Unfortunately, somebody had to be in that situation, but you know, they're good talents. And then the Universal Championship match. Honestly, I don't think anybody thought that Brock was going to lose. That was one of the easiest picks I've probably ever made on a pay per view. That was so easy to see that Brock was going to retain, and I honestly don't understand why that match didn't go on a little sooner. But I guess that's just because Brock is, if Brock's going to show up, he's got to be in one of the main events. But yeah, that's about it for that. Those two matches are very forgetful.
Bro, the meme community got to chill. I'm dying. I'm dying at this point. Oh my god. Anyway.
If you guys haven't already, you need to go follow at Vince Googling on Twitter. This is one of the funniest accounts.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to the Women's Royal Rumble match. Bro, tell me, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. First off, they replaced my girl JoJo with Maria Menounos, which is shameful. Love the dress, JoJo. Love you, boo.
I like Maria Menounos.
It's not that I don't like her. I just don't understand why she's here.
Yeah,
I feel like that's my I'm just like why is she here? Am I the only one that feels like why is she here? I might be. Don't get me wrong. I might be.
No, I like her. I mean, she's been through a whole lot this year. She just had a brain tumor removed. I mean, I think it's amazing that she's actually still active. And she seems like she's a fan of the product, which I mean, let's be real. The fan base of WWE isn't exactly extensive nowadays, and so it's nice that somebody will come in and she actually did a pretty decent job announcing. It's not like she went out there and she was like Lily Garcia was when she first started doing announcing. I mean, she was fine. I'm gonna defend Maria. DJ, you're just cynical.
I'm not like it's not that I don't like her. I just feel like she's sometimes out of place. She feels out of place.
No. In all honesty, when you think about WWE, I mean, all their backstage interviewers now are brunettes, and she's just another brunette. I mean, they have Charlie and Sammy and Mo and whoever the hell else they have back there.
I think they have 25 interviewers. I think they do. Like, they have a whole bunch of interviewers,
and they only really
have a full. They have a full roster.
They just need Renee. That's all they need. Renee's the only one that's worth the damn.
I bet they have like
I like Charlie Caruso.
Yeah, she's
I bet
okay,
they have a whole bunch
the one
of.
on SmackDown's terrible.
There's this one on NXT that's really terrible.
Yeah,
that blonde one on NXT.
She looks she's so young looking. Good gosh, she looks like she's a baby.
Like she goes like, she was like, oh, it looks like you just got attacked, or like she says something stupid like, duh. I mean, that's just what happened there. Like
anyway, back to the history making women's Royal Rumble that y'all won't let me talk about because y'all too busy degrading women. Shameful. Anyway,
I love women.
We're not degrading women.
Kidding.
We're just talking about they have too many backstage interviewers.
Oh yeah, one of my friends, he's like, I'd rather watch my friend. His name's Robert.
He's gotta emphasize it's his friend, by the way.
Yeah, your friend.
Well, he's not really my friend much anymore, but here's what he said. He'd rather watch a how do you word it? He'd rather watch
how you gonna make a joke and not know the joke?
He'd rather watch a pillow fight than this.
Anyway, back to the women's Royal Rumble, and since it came out your mouth, that technically means you said it. Anyway,
I put quotes around it.
Anyway, I kind of like having Stephanie McMahon on commentary. I felt like she was kind of awkward in certain spots. I think because she wasn't really being heel or face, she was just there, right? I think we're so used to seeing Stephanie as one or the other, and this one she was like, because I remember her having this big thing with Sasha like a year ago, and now she's like, yeah, Sasha, yeah, I like Sasha, the boss, Sasha, like I was just like cracking up at her, like just being completely like neutral for once. I like that Sasha and Becky started the match. They still hate Becky, and I hate them for it. Shame on them. She's really good. Dang it, give her a chance.
She is really good, very good.
Give her a chance. I'm just waiting. Like everybody come out so aggressive. Like they come out so aggressive. They take their jacket off. They throw it on the ground. I'm just waiting for somebody to trip on somebody's jacket or their own jacket. I'm just saying, because like sometimes they just throw it. Sometimes they just toss it down and don't look at all and just keep walking. Somebody gonna fall and I'm gonna laugh. It's gonna be on Botchamania. It's gonna be the greatest thing ever. I don't know if
that's probably gonna be you, DJ.
I don't know if I'll be honest. I don't know if any of my thoughts have anything to do with the actual match because Mandy Rose, what you doing, bro? What kind of walk were you doing to the ring? I need to know. What was that? What was that weird? What was that?
She is not.
Lita's entrance was something.
Yeah, speaking of Lita, I was hype about Lita, but why Lita get in the ring like she tore her quad? Tell me this. Why she get in the ring like she just tore her quad?
Maybe she was like the Vinnie Mac. She was like, what is it? Yeah, she was like the Vinnie Mac.
Yeah, she looked just like Vince or just like Kevin Nash. One of the two. Like I was like, bro, like, are you okay?
Well, I was gonna say, was she gonna pull a Vince McMahon and just fall on her ass and just sit in the ring on her butt?
Right. And then I was really shocked when Stephanie mentioned China. I thought I was like, wait, what?
I feel like she just kind of shoehorned her in just to say, hey, I mentioned China.
Right. And then bro, Sasha, I love you. I do. You fine. You like my dream girl. But your kick's awful. Stop it. What was that? What was you doing in the corner to Asuka? It won't kicks, bro. It won't at all. Or was it Nia Jax? It was one of them. Bro, what was you doing? Them was awful. Stop it. I was hyped that Kairi Sane was back. And I felt like Dana was going to kill Kairi Sane.
Best elbow drop in the business.
Right. I thought Dana Brooke was going to kill Kairi Sane with those shoulder blocks in the corner to this girl's neck. Chill out, bro. What is up with y'all? There's always room for one more.
One more. Hey, is Dana Brooke a part of Titus brand?
He is.
Yes.
The Titus brand that is now worldwide.
Bro, they said that.
I like that.
Is it bad? Is it bad that when she did that little flip-a-do when she came out, and they talked about her gymnastics background, I was kind of hoping that she was going to fall on her ass when she did that.
She never does. She's too good at that stupid flippy thing.
I love Dana Brooke.
She's not good. She's not good at other things in the ring. She seems like she's done a little better now since she's with Titus Worldwide. But I mean,
it's that Titus O'Neil. It's that Titus O'Neil help.
Yeah, it's a Titus O'Neil. Yeah, him acting, doing his off-brand, big baller brand, LeVar Ball shtick. But didn't Dana eliminate somebody?
She did, but I don't remember who it was because
I think it was it Kelly?
I think
no, that was Nia Jax. That was Nia Jax. She was on Rampage.
I still don't understand how they got Nia Jax over that top turnbuckle. Anyway,
cause she.
Yeah. Shut up, Justin. Not like most girls. I agree.
Because she's not like most girls. There we go.
And then
I'm not like most.
When Tori Wilson came out, I was hyped. She still looks amazing. Sonya Deville, I swear on everything that is everything. You don't stop at these generic freaking punches. I hate you so much, bruh. It's so generic. Stop,
Sonya Deville is basically like a bad bootleg version of Shayna Baszler.
bruh. Like, stop it. It's
Yeah.
killing me.
Yeah.
I was hype about Molly Holly. I was like, yeah, Molly Holly, let's go. And then that senton though, that senton she did, that front flipping senton. I was like, bruh, chill out.
The Molly go around. That's what
Right.
that's what it's called.
Right. And then Michelle McCool, when she came out, I was so happy for her because I know she's been fighting skin cancer. So I was so happy she was out there. And then this is at the point where the fans got frustrating to me. They were chanting Undertaker.
Yeah.
Stop chanting male chants at these women. Stop it.
Hey, at least they did not chant like they did a couple of years ago after WrestleMania, where they chanted, "You suck, Cena. You suck, Brian," stuff like that. At least they didn't do that. If they did that, I would have said, "Screw these guys."
Yeah, moving on to Vicky Guerrero. Excuse me. I was so happy. I love her so much. She's the best. Her taking out Carmella was funny.
That with the briefcase, that was great.
Yeah, with the briefcase, that was funny. And then you had Kelly and Jacqueline, bro. And then as Nia Jax started to eliminate everyone, you got Ember Moon. I was hyped. I was glad that there was a nice. At least the champions were on in it. From NXT were on there. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Freaking Ember Moon's sell on that throw by Nia Jax was awesome. Naomi's Kofi impression was amazing. I was like somewhat hyped for Beth Phoenix, like a tiny bit.
Wow,
I thought that was gonna be Karma. I don't know why I thought.
Oh God, if Karma
That would have been great.
That would have been pretty cool.
Awesome. And then you had that Ember Asuka face off. That was epic. I thought that was really cool. And then like Casey had said, Asuka laughing at Ember's arm. I thought that was funny. And then I was hype about the Bellas. I like the Bellas. I like Nikki. Nikki's my favorite.
Brie Bella's the best.
And then shut up, Nikki's way better than Brie. And then Trish Stratus coming in at number 30.
I disagree with you 100%.
Surprised. I was surprised though.
I think this is the only time I will ever agree with Justin on anything.
Actually, you agree with me more on more occasions than one. I know that.
This is the only thing I've ever agreed with you on.
That's really sweet of y'all to agree and everything. Like, but I let y'all agree after I finish my thoughts on the match in this epic Trish Stratus, Mickie James face off. I was so hyped. So I really was.
I agree with Casey with a lot of things. To be honest.
But I don't agree with you on a lot of things. So.
True. Anyway,
why you hate me?
Stratus eliminating Mickie James was great. Y'all can talk about y'all's personal hatred problems after I get finished with my thoughts. Anyway,
I don't hate you.
Like,
I just dislike you.
I hate you guys so much. I hate both of you. You guys are the absolute worst.
I'm just gonna kill myself now.
Bye. It's not even gonna work, but I don't care. Bye. No, both of you. I love freaking Brandon said, who was thinking the Bella Twins, Asuka and Sasha will be the final four?
Yeah.
What person ever? Justin, you didn't shut up. Anyway.
I don't think any of us even picked the Bellas to even be in the Royal Rumble.
Did you see Brie bust her sister's nose? I'm just saying. I saw.
Oh yeah. She clocked her with that forearm. Man, that was a shot she took.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. But Asuka winning the Rumble because nobody ready for Asuka. And then after the match, we had Asuka basically. The two champions were in the ring. Asuka looks at them both. She points at the WrestleMania sign because that's what you have to do if you win the Rumble. You have to point at the WrestleMania sign. Can't just look at it. Can't just think about pointing at it. You have to physically point at it. And Ronda Rousey comes out in like a knockoff Hot Rod T-shirt. Just saying.
Yeah, and apparently she took Hot Rod's jacket too.
Right? Like his whole gimmick. So she comes out. And she points at the WrestleMania sign. She tries to shake Asuka's hand. Asuka swipes it away. Then she points at the WrestleMania sign again. Then she switches sides and points at the WrestleMania sign with her other hand. What? Rhonda, what you doing, bro?
That's another thing I absolutely hate about when they do the Road WrestleMania is when somebody points at the WrestleMania sign. And apparently that makes a match. It's just
Right.
I hate that. It's so corny.
Well, you could do that with Taker and
But, they do it all the time. It's not just Taker and Triple H. It's just like Roman points at it, Cena points at it, Brock points at it. I mean, everybody points at that stupid ass sign.
Nakamura pointed at it.
Yeah.
Because they won.
Everybody, yeah. I mean, if somebody wins the Royal Rumble, that makes sense. But
where's the fireworks? The fireworks are supposed to go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, well, apparently fireworks have been put on. They've been wished well in their future endeavors. They've basically been cut. But yeah,
unless at WrestleMania though.
Well, yeah, WrestleMania they'll have something for WrestleMania. But DJ, get back to what you're talking about with Rousey.
Oh yeah,
Stephanie.
Right. Oh yeah, she went over to Stephanie. They kind of had that little thing. She gave her that little smile that she gives her. I hope they bring all the they are the four horsewomen of MMA. I hope they bring them all up if they have them on the roster. I know they got Shayna. I know they got Ronda, but I don't know about the other two. But I'm gonna let Casey give his thoughts first, and then I will let Justin think about giving his thoughts, and then I'll probably let Brandon definitely give his thoughts. So,
all right.
I liked it. I love Sasha's Wonder Woman ring gear. I thought that was cool.
Right.
You know, I loved all the returns. Lita, Tori, Molly Holly, Michelle McCool. Vicky Guerrero was amazing. I love her coming out, excuse me, like louder than she's ever done it. I thought she was gonna throw up, and then they just throw her out. I was like, yeah.
I thought she was gonna lose her voice.
Kelly was cool. Jacqueline was really cool seeing her back again. Trish Stratus, obviously.
Why hasn't Sable come back yet? I've been waiting for this for so long.
Yeah, especially since Brock is at the company. You think that she would have showed up at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she wasn't the best wrestler, though.
She had that Sable bomb, though.
Yeah.
After that face-off, though, I kind of want Sasha Banks versus Trish Stratus at WrestleMania.
That would be pretty cool, though. I would like that, actually.
Loved Naomi pulling off the Kofi Kingston. That was awesome.
That was great.
Yeah. Ember Moon with the injured arm. I like that. I like that they kept that in, reminding us, that she did have a big fight last night. Trish eliminating Mickie James was cool, just with the history.
The Raw GM needs to stop emailing us.
Listen, it's really important, and I just got a title shot. That's cool. That's cool. But I didn't really like that it ended being the end was the Bellas and Asuka, and then Nikki and Asuka. I think it would have felt bigger if it was somebody like Asuka versus Nia Jax, two women that are really dominant, that they're really trying to push. I feel
Why couldn't it have been Asuka versus Sasha?
It could have been that too.
Asuka, Sasha. They right.
Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
Asuka, Sasha.
It just didn't seem as good as it could have been to me. The end, like that final, final 4, final 3, whatever. Then
you just hate the Bellas. That's all that is. You just hate Nikki.
Well, the Bellas are kind of nauseating at times.
They are, and
Nikki is amazing. Shut your mouth.
Brie,
when you talk about Nikki Bella.
Brie is so much better than Nikki will ever be.
She's not. That's a lie. Nikki is amazing.
Well, the thing is, every time I think, is it bad? Every time I think of Nikki Bella, I think of her telling Brie that she wished she died in the womb.
I was actually at that.
That was the greatest heel move of all time. Shut your mouth, Brandon.
Oh, I laughed so hard I thought I was gonna pee myself. That was the funniest thing. I was like, okay, and they tried to play it off seriously, and it was not serious. It was hilarious.
You're hilarious.
Yeah, I'm hilarious. Okay.
I love
You are.
All right, yeah, let's get back to. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's get back to
Shut up,
what's
Justin.
happening. Yeah, Justin, you see, you did this.
It's always Justin's fault somehow. I was definitely hyped when Ronda Rousey came out. I'm still kind of confused with the whole like going to shake hands and then pointing at the sign, and I'm like, but you didn't win the Rumble. You don't get to do that. Like, no, that's not how that works.
I was thinking, is she number? Are they going to do 31 women in this Royal Rumble?
Like, the only thing I can think of, and I said this before we went on, is unless the rumors are true that they're getting rid of the brand split after Mania, and they do like a fatal 4-way to kind of, combine the belts. I think that would be pretty cool, but other than that, I was confused. Like, why?
I don't know. It was really was a head scratching ending. Even though it was cool seeing Rousey out there, it was. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll explain more tomorrow night.
I thought that was funny. Marie Menounos was, she introduced Ronda Rousey, but she came out. Like, what? Why did they introduce her?
I'll tell you that she is on her game. Like she got to make sure Ronda Rousey gets introduced.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
why did she introduce all 30 women?
Well, that would take a long time.
Why would you do that? Do they ever introduce all 30 people?
No,
that'd be funny. I remember when we were doing live reactions for the 2060 Rumble, you wished that they would do that when JoJo was doing it.
Oh yeah, because that's my baby. I love her. I love my life.
Love your life. How about you send it to her?
I tried. Her mom responded, so I'm in good graces with the moms. So I mean that's the first step to putting a ring on it right there. Anyway, Justin, thoughts on the match here?
I thought this was a pretty good Rumble match. I mean, a majority of these women were pretty much surprises. I mean, because they didn't have 30 women. They didn't have 30 women. They didn't have 30 women.
God, yeah, I knew it'd be more surprises in this Rumble than it was in the men's, because the men's roster is very.
They have a bunch large.
A lot of people, and then not as many women.
But I like the surprises that they had in here. I like seeing Kelly, Michelle McCool. I'm not gonna name all of them because that's gonna take forever.
Just name them all. Just name all of them like we've never heard them.
We forgot who was in this match. Tell us.
Yeah, tell us all 30 participants in this match.
Let me talk to you.
In order. I need to know. In order.
No. You go watch the Rumble match again if you want to know.
Where was Stacy Keibler?
Yeah. Hey, but my girl Tori Wilson, that's my girl. That's my girl right there. She is literally my girl. But Nia Jax, she's a monster. I mean, Nia Jax, she should have won this. She should have. She's a monster. She's not like most girls.
Would you say that she is a monster?
She is a monster.
Is she a monster? Is she a monster among women?
She's fat.
Is she a monster among women?
Yeah, she is, and she's fat.
Wow. All right, Pig Papa Pump.
Right.
She's fat.
He's fat. He's fat. He's gonna hunt me down and like I'm a hamburger. I'm a big Twinkie.
But I saw Asuka win this by a mile away.
God, it was.
I mean, was it because nobody ready for Asuka?
Yeah, nobody's ready for Asuka. And once again, that kid got mad because Asuka won because he doesn't like Asian Americans.
Well, you know what I got to tell him? Tough shit.
I go like, man, you are I told him he's bullying. He's bullying.
I was gonna say tonight was a good. The Empire of the Sun had a good night tonight.
Is that what it is? Bullying?
Not bullying, not bowling.
Bowling.
It's Boolin. Boolin, yeah, he's Boolin.
He's boo-hooing.
I don't know this whole new slang that the hipsters use.
Are you trying to say the word bullying?
No,
he's
Boolin.
He's trying to say some sort of
crazy.
word that's not in English.
I don't
He's
know what
crazy.
you're trying to say. In all honesty,
He's Boolin. He's crazy.
It's funny. You're the youngest person here, and we still don't know what you're saying.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you don't even know what you're saying.
I actually do. Boolin means like you're crazy, like you're messed up.
You know what also means you're crazy? Just you're crazy.
You're nuts. You're wacko.
Why do you damn kids in this generation have to make up words for words that already exist?
Why you young whippersnappers have to?
You damn kids, get off my lawn.
IGHT.
Anyway, Brandon, thoughts on the women's Royal Rumble match before Justin started making up more stuff?
No, I got you. I got you. IGHT.
Brandon, thoughts on the women's Royal Rumble match?
I'm waiting to see if Justin's finished.
He's not. He's never finished.
I could talk for hours.
I'd hope not.
I know how you feel. I know you feel. I talk a lot too. So
maybe both.
Yeah, I talk a lot too. But no, this it's weird. I like the men's Royal Rumble better, but the women's Royal Rumble had better stories intersected into the match. What I mean by that is it's because the reason why it had better stories is you had, Sasha was number one. She lasted almost till the end. She was in the final four. She eliminated Bayley, and it's a nice little subtlety. I don't know if you guys noticed this. When Bayley was thrown out by Sasha, when Bayley hit the ground, you could see Charlotte had this shocked look on her face. So it was this little subtle little thing like, oh, they're setting this up where they're going to fight each other at WrestleMania or possibly down the line. They're going to have a match. And Sasha's going to fully turn heel. I just think Sasha's a better heel than she is a babyface. That boss character just works better as a heel. But I really enjoyed like a lot of the returns by the women. Like seeing Tori Wilson again was great. Seeing Molly Holly was really fun. She looked awesome. She looked amazing. I swear, I always had a big crush on her. She's beautiful. She still looks amazing. I think she just turned 40 or maybe just not even 40. I mean, she might not even be 40 yet, but she looks amazing. She looked good. She did that Molly go around, looked awesome. Loved seeing Jackie. Jackie looked great. Trish, oh my God, that woman. Whew. Man, I mean, all of us, all four of us, we all watched Trish Stratus as younger kids, and we remember how, golly, I mean, she was great. It was nice seeing her. She looked good. It's nice seeing her interact with some of the younger women on the roster like Sasha, and I was like, oh man, a Sasha Trish feud. Man, both of them. I mean, Trish especially, she can talk. She's a really good talker, and she can play a really good babyface and a damn good heel. And I think Sasha's a really good heel. So, I mean, that'd be fun to see them maybe have like a one-off match down the road. But we'll see. But Lita had a good showing. I liked seeing Lita do her spots, and there's some really enjoyable stuff in this match. I do have to admit that some of these women, you can tell, were not used to going over the top rope because some of the eliminations looked very awkward. That's I think one of the few times I've ever seen a battle royal with women that did not involve going through the middle rope.
Yeah,
going over the top rope is just very awkward at times, especially for some of the shorter women. Like the only ones that really could go over the top rope and it doesn't look really weird is like Nia or somebody who's tall. And but it was I have to say it was very surprised. I was very surprised we did not see either Stephanie or Ronda Rousey in the Royal Rumble match. I thought for sure Stephanie was going to be number 30 and she was going to be like 29 and like all the women were going to eliminate each other, and then she was going to be the last one left in the ring, and then she was going to, act all like cocky and everything, and then Asuka was going to be number 30, and then Asuka was going to come in and just throw it out of the ring. That's what I thought was going. I thought it was going to be something kind of like that. I did not expect, to see the Bella twins in the final the final three of the match. Did not expect Nikki and Asuka to be the final two, and I have to say that I'm happy Asuka won. I did predict Asuka would win, and most part I really liked the match. I do have to say I a little bit of a head scratch on Ronda Rousey coming out. I am glad that she used "Bad Reputation" as her song. That made me very happy. And I was scared Vince was going to be too cheap to pay for the royalties for that song. And but thankfully they did use that song. It was really interesting seeing her come out with that Roddy Piper knockoff shirt, and her coming out with looked like a jacket that's about 5 sizes too big for her. And she came down and I liked the little interaction with Asuka. Asuka kind of slapped her hand away when she offered her handshake, and I don't know. Like I said, it just the point of the WrestleMania sign I just think is kind of lame, and the crowd was kind of excited to see her at first, but then I think they got a little confused because you never really got an indication who Asuka's going to face at WrestleMania. But I have a feeling they'll probably get sorted out probably either tomorrow or in the coming weeks. But we'll see. But like I said, it's a lot of good things about this women's Royal Rumble match. A lot of head scratchers, little subtle things like Asuka's just so Asuka. She really can't do a promo, but because her English is so limited, but she is so good at just her facial expressions and just the stuff she does in the ring. Like I love
Very
when
much
her.
so like Nakamura.
Yeah, yes, yeah, exactly. They're so alike when it comes to. They're so good with facial expressions. What I love, one of the things that she did when she saw Ember Moon, her and Ember Moon had that face off, and she laughed and pointed at her arm because Ember had her arm wrapped up from that match she had against Shayna Baszler last night, and it was so funny. Just that little subtle little thing where she basically was teasing Ember about her arm, and it's just stuff like that. And also probably the highlight of the night, like you DJ, you said this earlier, and I agree, was the Trish Mickey interaction face off. That was great. As somebody who was a huge fan of that feud and a huge fan of both women, that was awesome. That was great seeing those two because honestly, that was one of the best feuds I've probably seen in that WrestleMania that year. That was a really well done feud, and I thought it was a really good match. And I enjoy getting to see those two fight each other again. And Trish eliminated Mickey, getting a little measure of revenge 12 years later from WrestleMania 22. But it was some good stuff in this. Really, honestly, looking back in retrospect, there's a lot of good stuff in this match, but there was some head scratchers too. But it was nice to see some of these women again. You hadn't seen in a while, and nice to see some of the younger women. By the way, I think the Riot Squad and the Absolution, I think they're pretty much. I think those groups won't be around much longer. Those
Especially with Paige being injured too. I think it's going to hurt a lot.
I think I don't know what's going to happen with Paige now because Paige more than likely probably won't be wrestling again because those neck problems are nothing to not take seriously. But I'm very interested to see what happens. I think that I think we got some good possibilities at what might happen at WrestleMania.
Definitely agree. We're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, this Royal Rumble 2018 review. It was definitely a good show, I felt like. But it was definitely just a good weekend of wrestling, I feel like, just overall. But if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button for us. Be sure to give us a like as well on video. Also, like the Facebook page as well. Be sure to like the Facebook page, Facebook.com/ICW Podcast. Other than that, we will see you guys next time. I don't even know what's next. What's next, Casey? Do you know? Since you took the schedule down, I don't remember what's next. Show fault.
Elimination Chamber.
No, Next is NXT.
True.
That's right.
Well,
But anyway,
actually, NFL predictions.
true. We might just skip this week. Anyway,
I'm hoping so because I don't want to. No.
but anyway, we'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Appreciate Brandon for coming by, Justin, and as usual, Casey, and yours truly. We'll see you guys next time on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always say it with me, baby. And I mean, didn't nobody say it with me though. Didn't nobody, no one. And I mean always. And Instant Classic. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, crowd. We'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.